Hi, Facebook Live. In Creëer jouw leven Facebook group, and I will try. I'm not sure how it will work, but I will try to talk English this time, just to see whether it makes a difference. I know some members of this group don't understand Dutch. Some may not understand English. This is a new topic, the Big Five, the new topic in Access since a while, a wild topic. I love that Access is changing all the time, and that we are getting more and more and deeper insight into what we can change and in the ways how we can change it. The Big Five is something that Gary Douglas and Dr. Dane here are very excited about. And right now I am following their program, the Big Five. And the announced topic of this Facebook Live was AI actualizers, which is the fourth element of the Big Five. So if there are any questions, if you would like to know more about something, and I know what you are asking, you can always put it in the chat, or you can always put it under this video even later when you are watching it. And what I might share, what I might start with is after the first call of the Big Five, that was not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, and these calls are between 11 in the evening till the midnight. After the first call, and Gary facilitated on the call also the impact the Big Five is having on our body, and he gave us a new body process, and my body tends to run the body processes the moment she hears them. When I'm translating like manuals for the 3-day body class to check, my body is running many different energies. So Gary gave us this energy that that deals with the result of Big Five in our bodies. And an hour after the call, so around 1 o'clock at night, I went to lay down in bed. And I felt the relaxation in my body that I didn't feel in many years. I actually don't know that kind of relaxation and it happened totally spontaneously. My body facilitated it for itself, for herself, and it was an amazing feeling. So the moment we make space, we create space with the Big Five. When we start to eliminate the Big Five from our life, from our system, and from our body, the possibilities that open up are totally different, totally new, and truly amazing. What are the Big Five? The Big Five are the presumptive realities, needs of reactive realities, needs of reactive response systems, AI actualizers, and the fifth element. And the fifth element is need to save our others, need to be the savior of the universe, the savior of other people. How do we do that? We do that by trying to help people. We do that by trying to heal people. And the moment we realize we cannot help them, we cannot heal them because they are not choosing it. And choice is something, of course, we all learn with Access. Choice is a way of creating our reality, and there is no creation of our own reality without the choice. So if we are not willing to choose, or if people are not willing to choose what will work for them, if they are not willing to choose something different, if they can only look to their limitations and function from their presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities and needs of reactive response systems, they will always stay in this reality. And it is actually the matrix of this reality. The Big Five is actually the matrix of this reality. And it doesn't allow us to have something different. Yet we see so many people in Access creating totally different reality, creating possibilities, opening up their lives. And there comes also the attempt to contribute to others. And we can, of course, contribute to others by letting them see that they have choice, and by allowing them to see that we also have chosen something different and that it is working. And many people that we are offering the choice to, the new possibilities, the expansion, the much larger universe, will never be willing and able to choose it. And that is something that might be very difficult for a facilitator, for somebody facilitating sessions, for somebody giving classes, offering others possibilities where others are not able to go there, where others are not able to be the space that we know is possible and choosable and livable. So the Big Five is something that allows us to see where we are still saving others and where we are still trying to help others who are maybe not ready and able to have what we are offering to them. And what we might be offering to them are possibilities with money, possibilities in relationships, possibilities with bodies. There is so much available, and there are so many possibilities and so many different ways to create change in our lives and in lives of others. And yet others have to choose it. Otherwise, there is nothing different can happen, and nothing different will show up. I will pour a little bit of tea for me before continuing. So AI actualizers, the topic of this what is it? Who is it? The topic of this Facebook Live. When we got the explanation of it, and I can read it from the paper. AI actualizers are the things that are designed to get you back to PRs, which are presumptive realities. So you can go through the whole cycle again and again. So you cannot be free of the rat race of this reality, and you always have to come back and have another lifetime. That's the way how it's explained now in the foundation class, and all of these aspects of the five of the Big Five, all of these five elements are now part of the foundation class, and we have body processes to get free of them, different ones. Not the last one that Gary shared on the Big Five call the day before yesterday. But there are different ones that are actually very good to receive and play with before maybe you will come in contact with a very new one. So AI actualizers, I listened to the ESB call, to the ESB class actually of Dr. Dane here, and for the first time I heard something that he didn't share before in the same way. He was talking about about AI actualizers before as social media or as family, as something that you see on Facebook, or you see somewhere online, that gets you back to the contraction, that gets you back to the conclusion about something that and of course the moment you come to conclusion, it sticks you. You are not in the question anymore. Your space isn't expanding anymore. You go to judge yourself again, mostly for not succeeding to change something or somebody, mostly for not being great enough savior, for not being even able to change this one being that you see is so amazing and that has so much potential and that has so much abilities, and they cannot even take it from you, so you must be a failure. and then we go to the AI actualizers and we stick ourselves with this lie and we contract our own space. And what if it's not a necessity? What if that's not something that we need to do? What if we can start to realize that people can only receive what they can receive, and if they cannot receive love, if they cannot receive money, if they cannot receive other possibilities, what if it's not our fault? What if it's not something that we did wrong? What if it's something that they are not choosing yet? And maybe we have planted seed. Maybe we have offered them taste of something that they might be able to choose in the future. So to come back to the topic of AI actualizers, for the first time in this ESB class that I was listening to, I heard Dane say not just that those are things that we read or ideas that we stick ourselves with, again, thoughts, but they are also people. And then when I was looking at the situations from my own life lately, I realized those might be people, and of course, most of us have these kind of people that we come in contact with, and we never feel the same expansion and the same possibilities we felt before we met them. They always have a way of contracting our space. So they are AI actualizers in our own reality. Somebody who always has a way of making us go back to the presumptive realities and needs of reactive realities and needs of reactive response systems. And I realized when looking at my own life and the situations that I experienced lately, sometimes people have AI actualizing entities in their system. So they get to expansion. They create possibilities. They expand their space. They are about to step into something that they never experienced before. And right at the moment when they think they are already there, that it's already theirs, the energy wakes up in their system. And actually another name for it is sleeper entity. That's something we talk about in the Talk to the Entities classes for a long time already. The sleeper entity can also be an AI actualizer, AI actualizing energy that gets activated, and that is designed to not to allow you for this expansion, to not to allow you to experience more, and to stick you back, to put you back into what you were functioning from, into the matrix of this reality, into presumptive realities, needs of reactive realities, needs of reactive response systems. So what else is possible? What is possible is what is the possibility that's new, that's available now with the Big Five, is we can when we realize that we are sticking ourselves with something, that we are contracting our space, that we are diminishing our possibilities, even though we felt amazing after a class, after a session, after a conversation with a friend, we felt amazing and we saw so many new possibilities, and now our space after coming in contact with an information or with a person is contracting again, or with the situation, with the AI actualizing situation. We can destroy and uncreate all the big fives connected to that, all the big fives creating that. So all the big fives creating the contraction in your life right now, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and bok, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. And what Dr. Dane here suggests repeatedly, strongly, is to destroy and uncreate also all the big five elements, separately, one after another. So all the presumptive realities that create the contraction that's present now in your life and doesn't allow you to see that you have different choices and different possibilities, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. All the needs of reactive realities that are connected to that and creating the contraction and the no space universe. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. All the needs of reactive response systems, or we call it Norse slime. That's how we try to find a correct response to their reaction. All of that, and everywhere where you stick yourself with that and create contraction in your universe, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. All the AI actualizers, whether they are situations, whether they are ideas, whether they are people, or whether they are entities that are sticking you with something that you use to contract and not allow what would be possible otherwise, and what would be creatable and livable for you in your own life, in your own reality. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. And the fifth element, which is need of saving others, which is always designed to fail, because we cannot save others. It's not possible to save somebody else who is not choosing to have something different. And when they are choosing to have something different, they don't need saving. So everywhere when we are trying to save others, when we are trying to save whatever, even when we are trying to save animals, or when we are trying to save nature or forests, it always is diminishing what is possible. We are denying them their own consciousness and their own creation. So all of that, all of our needs to save others and to try to help others to change something that they are absolutely unwilling or unable to change because they didn't choose it themselves, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night, shots, boys, povats, and beyonds. It is very freeing to get glimpses of this, and it will unravel, I'm sure, and it is something that can change so much of what we were functioning from and what we were creating our lives with. So I posted something today about choice. Choice is something different. We can either create our lives from the big five, from the presumptions, from the reactions, or we can create our life from choice. And it is time to start to look at what would we like to be choosing and take steps. And sometimes when we contract our space again, sometimes when we don't see other possibilities, just realize, oh fuck, I'm in the big five again, and destroy and uncreate all of that, destroy and uncreate all of the elements of the big five, and choose again, choose the lightness again, choose the contribution again. The most amazing thing in Access is we have so many tools that are designed to create lightness. We have so many ways to contribute to our bodies to create lightness with the bars, with the body processes. And we only have to go to the contraction and to no possibilities if we choose it. And what if there is a different choice, and what if there is a different possibility? And one of the amazing things Gary Douglas said yesterday on the Big Five call was, are you using your brilliance to create a different reality, or are you using your brilliance to live in this one? And as for me, I would really love to create a different reality. I know that is why I came in. and excited about this new possibility of getting stuff out of the way with the big five, and being able to choose something different and to have something different and to contribute in a different way. We can contribute. We can always offer people different possibilities. We can invite them, whether they choose it or not. It's their choice. And everywhere where you got discouraged by others not choosing what you have to offer, by others not being willing to go there and to choose more themselves and to expand. All the big five creating that, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all night chills, boys, povats and beyonds. Just talking about it creates space and creates receiving again. So what else is possible? If you would like to learn more about Big Five, what I recommend is to choose a foundation class, to take a foundation class. As for me, I don't have one in the Netherlands at the moment, but I'm always willing to go there if somebody would like to have and be facilitated by me. I facilitate a lot of foundation classes, about one in every 2 months in the Czech Republic and in the Slovak Republic. I will facilitate one next week, but it's also in Czech, in a beautiful area in the nature, in next to the lake in the Czech Republic. The new one last year we were in the mountains there, which was also amazing, and this time we chose something different. So anyhow, if there is a need for more information or for different explanation, let me know. Thanks for watching, whether you are here live or whether you will be watching the recordings later. And what else is possible? What else is possible in our life with the big five clearings and with the big five insights? I'm looking forward to the third call in the series with Gary and Dane tonight. And I'm also looking forward to get my bars in the afternoon. I have, and I sometimes do organize swaps in Alkmaar at my place. This one is going to be probably last one for the big part of the summer, because I'm traveling next week to the Czech Republic to facilitate, and after that we are headed to Greece for the holidays. So have a great summer. Today the weather is beautiful here, and yesterday it was very stormy. Things were flying through the air. Today everything cleared up, and that's the way the universe works. And that's also something that we can have and create in our lives, and we have all the tools to be it for ourselves, to be it for others. What is possible? A beautiful day. Bye bye.